Alright, Shalom back again with a quick hit. Inspired through the Holy Spirit, I Kodash, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the Apostle GMS, and honors and salutations to the Akim on these highways and hedges, pushing his truth and you hopeful elect believers as well. So I just got this email from Uber because I had this little Uber driver come pick me up, and I didn't have my my little covering on. I usually, well, not usually, but I don't put it on unless they say something, unless they ask me to. So, he had his window, he let his window down, said, "Hey, you got a mask? You got a mask?" And this was a Nigerian Jake, and I said, "Yeah." So I went ahead and put it on and got in, right? And so this nigga done reported to Uber that I didn't have no covering, right? So Uber done sent me an email saying your driver shared with us that you weren't wearing a covering during a recent trip. Right, and so now it says before your next trip, you'll be asked to verify that you're wearing a mask by taking a photo of yourself wearing one in the app. Riders who receive multiple reports of not wearing a mask will lose access to the app. All right, so it says sometimes these reports are made if your or another rider's nose was not fully covered or if a mask was removed at any point during the trip. And it was just real petty because I put it on. I didn't give them no... I didn't say nothing about it. I ain't had no conversation about it. He asked me did I have it before he let me in, so I went in and put it on and got in the car. You know what I'm saying? But he still reported me for this, and he was listening to, and this is the spirit that's on this guy, right? So check this out. He was listening to 90.1, which is like a little local political station. They talking about jabs and shit and Democrats shits and just a little. It's the spirit of current media, you know what I'm saying, mainstream media. That's what they discuss on there. And he had his little jab card hanging in his window showing that he got both doses. So you already know he's one of them jakes that's like, everybody need to get it. I don't want to be around you if you ain't got. He one of them jakes that's gonna submit to the image of the beast, right? And so it just reminded me, I'm at work right now, but it just reminded me that, hey, these are the type of jakes that's going to be calling for our death, right? Because here it is. These are St. Matthew 24. The Lord was telling his followers what would be the signs of his second coming in the last days, right? And so we've been seeing the wars, verse 6, the wars, the rumors of wars, the nations against nation, the famines. We're in the stages of the famines and the pestilences, right? But then when you scroll down, what does he say is next? He said, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you should be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended. So this Jake was ultimately offended that I didn't even have, that I ain't even walk up to his car with my mask on. Right, and shall betray one another, because we had a cool, we had a small little dialogue. It was respectful. I ain't say much, you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, he hits me with this. It says, and shall hate one another. So we in this time now where people are about to start betraying one another and hating one another, and the FBI is putting out a list for people to go to and look up for signs of so-called extremism, and encouraging people to report, friends and family that are showing these signs of being an extremist, right? And so we in those times where people are being offended, because everyone's offended at something now, and through social media and the internet, everyone has a platform to voice their opinions and their frustrations and them being offended. Like one of the jakes on one of my social medias, he said that he says it was funny. He said, "Why do people try so hard to be offended?" or something like that. And it was real talk. People are finding any and everything to be offended about, and let the world know why they offended and what they think. So the Lord said these things will happen. So betrayal is coming, and that's already happened. You had in the Capitol, so-called Capitol riot, you had a guy who attended, his own son turned him in. Okay. So it says, and one shall hate another, and many false prophets shall rise. So amongst all of this, you have a bunch of false prophets, all right, teaching some other way, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, so we at this point where there is no moral standard here in the world here, especially here in Babylon. There's no moral standard. Our people are doing whatever they want out of their own mind, what's right to them, which is ultimately what feels good in the flesh, what feels right in the flesh. See, and that's going to lead to a lot of cold looks, a lot of cold responses, a lot of heartless acts. You know what I'm saying? But verse 13 says, "But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." So the Lord is promising us, if we just endure and stay strong and keep our eyes focused on the ending, the salvation, the goal, that we're gonna be okay. We're gonna get delivered. You know what I'm saying? So, just the straight gate is upon us, and just stay focused, stay prayed up. All right, real soon, these the divisions between the jabbers and the non-jabbers is gonna hit. These two sides are gonna clash. All right, the prophets of Baal versus, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are gonna meet head first, right? So, just wanted to bring that out real quick. So on to the next one, Shalom.